There's something special about American muscle cars. It's the sound of a powerful engine roaring to life. It's the feeling of freedom on the open road. Muscle cars represent the American dream of power, speed, and style. These cars are more than just machines. They are icons of American culture. From the streets of Detroit to the silver screen, muscle cars have captured our imaginations for decades. They represent a time when gasoline was cheap and horsepower was king. The classic muscle car era began in the 1960s, but their impact on American culture continues today. This essay will explore the history of these automotive legends. We'll discuss their rise in popularity, their cultural impact, and their recent resurgence. Buckle up and get ready for a wild ride. Before the Mustang and Camaro, there were other cars that paved the way for the muscle car revolution. In the 1950s, car enthusiasts started modifying production cars to go faster. They wanted more power. They tuned engines, swapped in larger carburetors, and looked for any edge on the streets or at the drag strip. One car that helped ignite the muscle car craze was the 1949 Oldsmobile Rocket 88. It was one of the first cars to offer a powerful V8 engine in a relatively lightweight body. This combination of power and agility got people excited about performance. The Rocket 88 wasn't the only car making noise. Chrysler introduced its Hemi engine in 1951, and Chevrolet followed with its small block V8 in 1955. These powerful engines would become legendary in the muscle car world. The stage was set for an explosion of horsepower. The 1960s were a time of great change and excitement in America. The economy was booming, rock and roll music was on the radio, and a new generation craved freedom and excitement. Muscle cars perfectly captured this spirit. In 1964, Ford introduced a car that would change the automotive landscape forever: the Mustang. It was an instant success. The Mustang was affordable, stylish, and powerful, making it the car everyone wanted. The Mustang's success sparked a horsepower war among American automakers. Chevrolet responded with the Camaro in 1967, and Dodge launched the Challenger in 1970. These cars, along with the Pontiac GTO, Plymouth Roadrunner, and many others, defined the golden age of muscle cars. Let's talk about some of the most iconic muscle cars in more detail. The Ford Mustang, with its long hood and short deck lid, became an instant classic. It was available with a range of engines, from economical 6-cylinders to powerful V8s. The Chevrolet Camaro was designed to compete head-to-head with the Mustang. It offered similar performance and style, creating a rivalry that continues to this day. The Camaro's sleek design and powerful engine options made it a favorite among enthusiasts. And then there's the Dodge Charger, a car that oozed power and attitude. Its aggressive styling, hidden headlights, and optional Hemi engine made it a legend on the streets and the racetrack. These three cars represent the pinnacle of muscle car design and performance. Section 5. More than just cars, muscle cars, and American culture. Muscle cars became more than just transportation. They became symbols of American culture. They were featured in movies, TV shows, and songs, becoming ingrained in our collective imagination. Who can forget Steve McQueen racing through the streets of San Francisco in a Ford Mustang in the movie Bullitt? Muscle cars also became a symbol of rebellion and individuality. Young people customized their cars with mag wheels, racing stripes, and spoilers to make them stand out from the crowd. The roar of a V8 engine became a soundtrack for a generation. Muscle cars represented freedom, power, and the pursuit of the American dream. They were a symbol of a time when anything was possible. Section 6. The Fall and Rise, Challenges and Resurgence. The golden age of muscle cars didn't last forever. In the 1970s, new safety and emissions regulations, along with rising gas prices, forced automakers to change their ways. Muscle cars became less powerful and less popular. However, the spirit of the muscle car never truly died. In the 1980s and 90s, there was a resurgence of interest in classic muscle cars. People began restoring and collecting these cars, preserving a part of automotive history. Automakers also took notice of this renewed interest. They began introducing new models that paid homage to the classic muscle cars of the past. The Ford Mustang, Chevrolet Camaro, and Dodge Challenger were all revived and updated for a new generation. Section 7. Modern muscle power and performance redefined. Today's muscle cars are faster and more technologically advanced than their predecessors. They feature modern engines, suspensions, and brakes that deliver incredible performance. For example, the current Ford Mustang Shelby GT500 boasts over 760 horsepower, making it one of the most powerful street-legal Mustangs ever built. The Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 is no slouch either, with a supercharged V8 engine that delivers blistering acceleration. And then there's the Dodge Challenger Hellcat, a modern-day muscle car monster. With its 707 horsepower supercharged V8 engine, it's one of the most powerful production cars on the market. These modern muscle cars offer incredible performance, but they still retain the spirit and attitude of their predecessors. Section 8. The allure of the classics, why we still love them. Despite the impressive performance of modern muscle cars, there's still something special about the classics. Maybe it's the raw, visceral driving experience they offer, or maybe it's the nostalgia they evoke. Whatever the reason, classic muscle cars continue to be highly sought after by collectors and enthusiasts. They represent a time when cars were more than just appliances. They were expressions of individuality and freedom. Today, classic muscle car shows and events are more popular than ever. People from all walks of life come together to celebrate these automotive icons. The roar of a classic V8 engine still has the power to turn heads and quicken pulses. Section 9. The roar continues. Muscle cars in the 21st century. American muscle cars have left an undeniable mark on automotive history and American culture. From their humble beginnings in the 1950s to their resurgence in popularity today, these cars continue to capture our imaginations. Whether it's a classic Mustang, Camaro, or Charger, or a modern-day Hellcat or GT500, muscle cars represent the American passion for power, performance, and freedom. The roar of a V8 engine is a sound that will never go out of style. As technology continues to advance, it's exciting to think about what the future holds for American muscle cars. But one thing is for sure, the spirit of these automotive legends will continue to live on for generations to come.